I guess awkward black screen because we're swapping servers and things get stuck there, but we're good to go. It's game one. We're in the semi-finals. Winner of this will be in the money because, of course, only the top 2 players are getting any cash out of today. $100 made available thanks to the folks over at Luckbox. So check them out. ! Luckbox and ! Giveaway.
Check them out.
Giveaway running with them. The bot did die for a little bit, so sorry about that. I know it was awkward. People were typing the giveaway link and it's like nothing was coming up. But I had apparently knocked the power cord out of the laptop, so it just straight up died. It's plugged in. It's good to go now. We're all Gucci. But also,
check them out now.
Before we get into the game, gotta give some big love. Finalius, tier 3 subbing. The
Huge.
goodness of this man's heart. Saving StarCraft 43 months at a time.
The hero.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Well done.
You know what else? You know what rhymes with hero? The other sub next to Kuro. Thank you very much for the 12-month resub, dude. 1 year on the channel. You also qualify for a part 2.
Wow.
But let's get into these intros, guys. I got the MCAN man himself joining me. Spawning here in the bottom right. It's going to be his Protoss guy. None other than Creator.
Oh, yeah. And the top left. Gonna see some... Will we see lurkers, roaches, and hydras? I think we will. My man Solar.
It's like
looking to take it down.
It's the classic lions, tigers, and bears. Oh, my. Now hydras, lurkers, and roaches. Oh, my.
You know, PvZ is interesting because the meta has changed a little bit. It was Hydra Bane for so long, and now it's kind of like Roach Hydra Lurker. Roach is a pretty big part, so we'll see if Solar does the same thing he did versus Hellraiser just a little bit ago. Once again, this map super deadly for lurkers at that ramp, at the third, so... And drops. I think drops, lurkers, lurker drops, all that goodness. I think Solar's going to bring out the bag of tricks here.
I know that the meta has been shifting towards more lurker play for quite some time. I will still say, though, I think my favorite PvZs to watch, and I'm not saying this is the good versus the bad, but just personal preference here, are the ones where we see that hive tech and we start seeing adrenal gland, lings start just running chaos on the map. Like
you would like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, as a Terran player, yeah, I would like that. No, I'm just saying, like, I think it's a lot... I feel more dynamic because lurkers create a cool siege up situation, right? And there's tactics and strategy, but zerglings are more like fast-hitting action, whether it's through drops or run-bys. And dude, I like me an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. I want to see some action in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, that's fair. Also some action out of the game. Heavy armor, tier 3. Ooh. 5 months in a row. A hero.
This has missed most of your streams the last couple of weeks. Sad phase. Glad to be able to catch one. Well, lucky for you, Heavy Armor 33, there hasn't been many streams these last couple of weeks. So you're actually, your batting average is fine, my friend. Because if you guys don't know, there was still going to be more break time. Again, MCanny came to me, said he wanted to just do a tournament. I said, why the hell not? So we threw this for today. Otherwise, we still would have been offline, waiting for February 12th, where Maynard will be coming back to kick off the BTSL. Now, if you guys haven't seen that, by the quick nod to the fact that we already have over $10,000 in the match rental prize. We have a lot of cool posters and t-shirts and other things being added. They're not there yet, but this is going to be a 3-month thing. It kicks off on February 12th. So hopefully you guys make sure to mark it down on your calendars and tune in.
Exciting. Huge money on the line. Huge good players. It's going to be a good time. It's more high-level StarCraft brought to you here on Base Trade. Shout out to the sponsors, helping the content.
Well, for this one, it's just Luckbox, but yeah, those other guys are pretty cool too. Once in a while.
Everybody, all the sponsors of Base Trade, give them some love.
Well, actually, one of the big sponsors, in a way, we can talk about though is subs. We got a lot of sub love today, guys. We went live at the broadcast today at 943 subscribers. We fell off hardcore after being offline for like 2 weeks. Back up to 970 at the moment of speaking. That's some good fucking shit right there.
Huge.
So. You guys, your sub money, we talked about this before. You know, Zombie, I believe, in the channel opened up a lot of sub money. We're just using that to fund tournaments instead of riffing pocketing it. So, good times, good times. Also, holy guacamole, that Mana host, dude. Thank you very much for playing today, and thank you for that host. Much appreciated.
Huge shout out to Mana. He's been playing well. He won, I believe it was the Wardy Weekly we were talking about it earlier. I was hyping him up. I said he's been playing super well right now. I was hoping to see him advance. I think he would have had a really good shot versus Solar. Huge props to him for playing. Good to see him coming out. Win or lose, it's really good to see him playing. High-level StarCraft action. Love to see it. PvP, it's hard. Super hard.
Well, for Mana fans out there, of course, you still got the Protoss through Creator you can channel your love for. But let's not forget, he's also got his brother, Team Liquid Snoot, which is playing after this. Snoot versus Soul is the other semifinals match.
That's true. Gonna be exciting. A lot of good games still on tap tonight. So we have an interesting. Creator is actually rated higher on career than I thought he was. He was ranked 44 on career, which is okay. Definitely in range where you can take down Solar. So it'll be fun to see what he decides to go for. I don't know. His style used to be a little bit more aggressive, I would say, back in the old days. But
I don't know about Creator, but Solar's going for Aspire, and I love and hate this. So there's two different ways you can play this, right? One is actually going for the mutas, dedicating to the mutas. The other is the style that I feel like started with Bly, but has really grown out for other players. That's you only go like 8, maybe even less than that. Sometimes even just a couple for the Warp Prism.
Snoot used to do that a decent amount as well. Oh, Stasis. Nope.
Nice bait. Very nice bait. But yeah, I will find out briefly what Solar's doing, because he is investing in roaches, right? He's got a lot of Zerglings. I think if it's a small amount of mutas, I love this. If it's a large amount, I don't.
Yeah, I think it has to be. I mean, he's getting Roach upgrade, and he doesn't have a ton of gas, so I don't really know how much he can actually get. Interesting, though. I said Hydra Lurker. No Hydra Den even on the map right now. So it is going to be some sort of mute opener, which can be pretty tough sometimes for Protoss, because you opened Oracle, you opened Phoenix, and you just said, okay, they're probably not going to do anything else.
What? Hang on. So he's still going Storm. Oh, because the Warp Prism didn't get close enough to see Aspire. I just assumed he had seen it. Okay, because I was going to say, Storm's like not bad, but like, Storm's going to do jack squat against mutas, right? He scouts in here. Solar also sees that there's been only 1 Phoenix made, so it's 10 mutas coming out. And you know, I said I wouldn't like if he went for mutas. He might actually be able to pull this off, because scouting just got scuffed by Creator.
Yep. And the good thing for Creator is he's on 3 bases. He's mining all the gas right now. He's going for a 4th. So might not be the worst, but 11 mutas, and let's look at the anti-air right now. We have 1 Phoenix, 4 sentries. Not too good versus 10 mutas, but Phoenix being chronoed out, he's seen the mutas. Is he going to make cannons and all of his mineral lines? It looks like he probably will think about it. I wouldn't mind seeing him cancel the Immortal and just get another Stargate or something, because he really doesn't have Blink. He doesn't have much yet. Here come the mutas flying in. A lot of mutas still on the way.
If these get that pylon, that's going to pick off Storm too. But the Phoenix being made, I mean, for those who don't know, you have familiar with StarCraft, whatever, Phoenix is like a hard counter to mutas. And even then, in low amounts, don't work out the way they want to. And, oh, he's just picking off the Stalkers. These are so expensive to be losing.
Yes. But in low numbers, the Phoenix range is only 1, so it can be very hard to micro this properly. One mistake, you can lose multiple Phoenix. We do see the Muta Corruptor play coming in, and this is going to be really good for Solar. Now, he hasn't gotten much damage done, and Creator's on 4 bases with getting all the gas.
Whoa!
And
picks off that Warp Prism, though.
Yeah,
you say he hasn't got a lot of damage done, and that's true in terms of killing the base, but he picked off a lot of Stalkers. He forced more Warpins, which means less gas for more Archons. Like, granted, Storm should be able to clean up the majority of the Lings. I just don't know if the ground army left. It's a couple of sentries and cannons to deal with the roaches. I don't know if that'll cut it.
With Storm. But the issue is here, he's only on 1 Stargate versus Muta Corruptor. And when the Corruptors come out, the Phoenixes are going to be basically useless. The Mutas are going to get tons of damage done here. I mean, so many Mutas coming out. We're at 18 right now. He's on 4 gases, going up to 5 gases.
I do like his control of these, by the way. There's a couple of instances where maybe he could have gone deeper and picked something off, but he's chosen to fall back because he didn't want to over-dedicate. This did give time for Creator to get some Stalkers out, though, but as we can see here, the Corruptor's soaking the shots.
Bullying these Phoenix. That's not nice. The Muta's killing all the probes, or a decent amount of probes. Sentry's coming in for Guardian Shield. I like this.
He hasn't even used the Lings, by the way. They've just been holstered and ready this whole time, sitting above that 3rd or 4th base. Mutas are just getting all the work done, though.
Yeah, tons of damage done coming from Creator, and he is getting so much done. The Stargate is depowered.
Oh, he's going to stop +2 at this rate. Yeah, he goes for the Forge. Oh.
Yeah, this is not going well. Now the Storm finally coming up because he said, look, I can't even hold this.
He's so desperate, storming Mutas, and he misses almost all of them.
They're all weak, but they're not all dead.
You're right, and Regen's going to kick in, so Solar's going to have full health Mutas in no time. Oh, this was devastating. Shutting down +2 on top of 18 workers. Yeah, he lost some Mutas for this, but hardly any in comparison. Creator's the one who took all the damage.
Yeah, that is really good for Solar. Looking strong. I mean, nice build order choice here. After we saw him going a little diversity here from Solar. We saw him going for just the standard Lurker. Now it is the mass Muta. Would have wondered how the game would have changed if Creator was just able to scout it earlier. That's how close StarCraft can be sometimes. You just didn't see the Spire, and now things are falling apart.
This really is like a butterfly effect thing. GGs get called, Solar takes the game. But hey, yeah, had Creator seen that Spire with his initial Warp Prism, instead of only having 2 Phoenix out to meet the mutas, you probably could have 4 or 5, and that would have been more than enough to actually contest them. Maybe not kill them, but at least keep them off his base.
Yeah. So StarCraft, such a tough game. So close. Could have changed the entire complexion of the game for sure. And you know, it's hard to know, right? I feel for Creator because he only went 1 Stargate, didn't go Fleet Peak, and he didn't go 2nd Stargate because, like you talked about earlier in that game, sometimes they just go for 8 mutas. And if it was just 8 mutas, the couple Phoenixes would have been fine. But it wasn't a couple of mutas. It was a lot of mutas. And Solar takes game 1. Well played. Well played.
Creator is granted the small advantage of map pick, at least, as the reward for losing, if you will, and he's chosen Blackpink, so we're going to stick on standard maps by the look of it. I'm going to get this hosted.
True, we haven't had any games on field.
Oh, we had Acid Plant.
We had Acid
Plant, yeah. But yeah, like I said, a Biogenesis, Eastwatch. No one's picking Eastwatch. Eastwatch is like game 7 in a best of 7, but
that's the train track map, I think, right?
I
There's
think
train
so.
tracks on the map?
I think so.
Yeah. Backwater's the one with the pocket third. Yeah. So, yeah, interesting. Interesting to see, no doubt. Yeah, it'd be fun for you when you start casting more of the BSTL and some other events to see what the players are choosing and what players enjoy, the maps the players are enjoying. It'd be fun.
Well, we're just waiting for Creator to give us the go-ahead. We'll hop into Blackpink. Thank you very much to Aoshi. Thank you for the 11-month resubs. This is that Mr. M. Canning. I can hear fucking hype. Yeah, dude.
Proper excitement, Aoshi. Proper excitement. Good to see.
Proper excitement. We'll see you guys in game for Blackpink. All right, folks, it's game number 2 in the semifinals. Spawning here at the bottom left, unfortunately down 1 game at the moment. We'll see if he can bounce back. It's the Blue Protoss Creator.
In the top right, the man of many builds. Mutas, Hydras, Link Floods. What's he gonna do? Who knows? Only we will find out. It is Solar.
I actually have an answer to that question, though. And as far as what's he gonna do, and frankly, if he plays like he did again, whatever he wants. That was so well controlled by Solar.
Yeah, really well done. You're right. It can't. You know, it's also, you know, the deception. He didn't really. It's so hard to know as a Protoss how many mutas it's gonna be, if it's just gonna be that 8 or what. But he, you know, made the right choices. Decided to go mass mute at the right time. Made a few corruptors to tank. Good control to boot. Well played.
It's not even like he hid the Spire either. For me, actually, as much as I want to make jokes, that does fall back on Creator. Whether it's a hallucinated Phoenix or that initial Warp Prism, there should have been something to see that coming, and that's where it falls on Creator. I think he's a good enough player that if he hadn't mistakenly not scouted the Spire, he would have been prepared, and we probably would have seen a much closer game. But that's the bamboozle of StarCraft, man. That's why this game is so tough. You don't see that one critical thing, you're screwed by it. Right.
And it's, you know, it's one of those things where you play the meta 9 out of 10 games, 8 out of 10 games, it's Hydra, it's Lurkers. You play that it's going to be that, and then the 1-2 games it's not, it's tough. And as a Protoss player, my heart goes out to him because it is interesting because you open Oracle, you open Double Oracle, you open Phoenix, and you have these scouting tools, but then as the game goes on, you know, you get less and less damage. It can be hard to find damage, and then it can be hard to scout sometimes, even after Stargate. I'm telling you. You know, because you've committed to all these gas units, you don't have the sentries for hallucinations, and then you don't see the mutants, then you die.
I'm sorry, I gotta derail this for just a second, dude. Someone just gifted the bot an M Canning sub so that they could specifically add M Canning emotes to the bot command when you type in !casters. 10 out of 10, guys. That's dedication. I love it.
And they thought that bot couldn't get any smarter, and then it joined an M Canning subscription. That's special right there. That is special.
Dude, that bot just got Masters of StarCraft 2 on its first try, all because he's subbed to M Canning.
Yeah, that's huge. That's huge.
Also, quick note, because this was asked earlier, and I glance over these because I feel like we answer this question every time we stream. But for those who don't know, yes, if you are subscribed to BaseTradeTV, you will get replay packs of everything we cast, including the tournament you're watching today. In fact, as soon as up to an hour after the cast is done, you'll see it in your inbox here on Twitch. So if you are interested in replays, you want to catch some of these games and study them a little bit more, that's one of the benefits to subscribing to the channel.
Subscribe, support the stream. Use your free Twitch Prime. Here, it's free, ladies and gentlemen. Use it or lose it, aka use it. Support the stream.
Actually, it's funny because Kenny and I were talking about this during the intro. Nice timing for that sub, by the way. Thank you, Haru SOS, for the 24 months. Ooh, what does the billboard next to the dancing hollow lady in Blackpink say? Gullible. Huh? Does it? Let me go. No, it does. Oh, because he's a gullible. Oh. I was gonna talk about this where the sub count's all over the place. Like during Christmas, we spiked up to like 1,600. Since then, we've fallen to below 1,000. And M. Kenny brought up this point where it's difficult to know your true sub count, right? Because it fluctuates. There's gifting subs now. It's all over the place. I think for us on Base Trade, at least, it's safe to say like around 1,000. And what's beautiful about that is it is just that right amount of money where we can make. If we want to do a tournament on a whim, we can. We don't need to hunt down a sponsor. We could just do something given the opportunity. You guys actually saw this with the 2v2 tournament earlier last month, and other things we'll be doing going forward. So it's cool having that little bit of a safety net. But holy guacamole! My man, the myth, the legend, none other than the beautiful god known as Beyond. Thank you so much for that host, dude.
Huge.
Welcome everybody. If you're tuning in from Beyond stream, we're in the semifinals of the Friday got a tournament on Friday tournament. The other side of the bracket is Soul versus Snoot. So if you are a Terran fan, you're lucky because we didn't cast the Terran match yet. That'll be up next.
No. We've got the Protoss bias with me here, and I've been hunting down Protoss
my ass through
only.
These bullshit games.
I'm here to save the Protoss race. And yeah, it's been fun. We've had an awesome series of games. I'd recommend watching the VOD. It's been very cool games. A very sweet bracket. Only 16 players, but a lot of high-level players in this tournament. It's been a lot of fun. We've been hanging out. We're seeing Creator trying to take down Solar. Looks like with Glaive. Mass Glaive.
Yeah. So this is a bit of a change up. I like this most of the time, but this is a game where Solar's been quick to roaches. He actually went roaches pretty quick last game too, so I don't think he'll be unprepared for this. The question for me is how much of the Robo gets involved with these Adepts. If it's just a Warp Prism, this is going to take some real catching Solar off guard to work, I feel.
Yeah, this is going to be really hard for Creator. Now he's cut on 44 probes, tons of Adepts, but the counter, the Roaches are out. Creator's looking for Banelings, Lings, Hydras even, not Roaches, and the Roach count is even with the Adept count. Not sure how well this is going to go for Creator. It's a fake third. He's not probing, so he is all in. Now he's probing now. He's trying to go back on it. But not sure how much damage he's going to get done here. It's well played by Solar. Good defense so far, and things are just going to suit up even nicer for him. He's up 6 drones. His tech is much better. There's no Forge. There's no real tech from Creator besides Adepts. So he's going to follow up with the Immortal Sentry all in. Okay, I think. Okay, now the Forge, now the Blink. I'm going to stop talking while I get it all wrong.
Well, we actually had, yeah, this is where the player gets too much ahead of himself, right? Where the caster sits back and just buys time and talks about nothing until the right call can be made. But Immortals we got to witness earlier. Now, granted, it was different players, but Immortals wreck Roaches. It's not even close to a fair fight, but that's when you've got enough of them. This is an instance where Solar's going to have so many Roaches, I think he's going to just be able to outnumber this. Yeah. And my concern for that is Creator's just moved on the map. He has nothing at home really to defend. Probes are already being pulled away from the third, but like the sacrifice, it just ends up putting them right in the clutches of the Zerg.
Yeah, now we got Creator doubling, or Solar doubling Creator's army supply, and it's a pure Roach versus basically a lot of Adepts. Beautiful counterattack. He caught Creator probing up, trying to tech up, and all of a sudden the Roaches are in. Very beautiful split from Creator, though, killing 8 drones of his own. But I don't know if he can handle this huge army. Oracle going to town on it. Creator making moves.
you know, initially this looks really bad for Solar, or excuse me, for Creator. He's got no way to defend this third, but Solar's the one who ends up taking a lot of damage. A lot of workers just went down, but that was the end of Creator's attack. And the problem is there's no fallback for this. With the third base having gone down, once Solar cleans this up, he just moves out across the map, and no amount of Immortals is going to stop a 3-base Zerg to a 2-base Protoss.
Right, the Army supplies tell the story here. 84 to 33. Look at the supply. Todd has taught me well for this moment. It's just pure roaches versus 2 Immortals, and Immortals are good, but they're not disruptors. I don't know if he's gonna have the magic he needs with these Immortals.
Guys, this is an Army supply graph for those who don't know, and you can just see like this wasn't at any point a fair fight for Creator. Solar's just had the numbers for this entire game, and the beautiful part about these Ravagers, they do not take bonus damage from the Stalkers. They do not take bonus damage from the Immortals, so they can take some hits. They break the force fields. The roaches aren't trapped. He backs away. Oh,
but
Solar.
A disruptor, a 10th of the way done. Will it be able to save him? I say yes. Come on, Creator, you can do it. 1 disruptor is all it takes here. And the Phoenix chipping away. Buying time. That Ruptor coming out. Love it.
That M. Canning faith, dude. It takes M. Canning levels of faith to believe in a single disruptor.
Oh, force field. Okay. Good control. Snaps off like 6 roaches. Well, yeah. Oh, and the Oracle going to town on the Ravagers. Really good control here from Creator, holding on. Now, Solar's army was much stronger for a long period of time. Really, you know, a good hold. Well, he's got his third base coming back up. All right. I can get behind it.
One of the things we're seeing, though, is a problem, right, for both sides of this. We're looking at the army graph, but actually, let's visit the income graph, right? Because both players took such big worker losses. Creator on top has lost a third. So it's been a very awkward recovery. Neither player has had the money to pump out an amazing-looking army. But I think now that they've started to stabilize, Solar not having a fourth, I'm leaning maybe a little towards Creator on this.
Maybe. We'll see when the Lurkers come out. I mean, the thing is the Disruptor count's really low, and it depends on how many Lurkers, because Stalker's not too good versus Hydra, Lurker, Ling. So it's going to come down to the Disruptor shots, but there's a lot of Lings. A lot of Lings on the way. It's going to be hard. It's going to come down to the Disruptor shots and the force fields and the control. We'll see.
There's no Storm Tech. There's no Templar Archives. These Zerglings are actually going to be a real pain to deal with.
And he's getting his first Forge at the 10-minute mark. That's why, you know, it all opened from that early game of depth pressure where he was really committed. He had no follow-up tech for a long time. And now he's just getting his feet under him. But this is a really good tech choice to go Disruptor when you have no upgrades. Disruptors don't really care about that. So this is a really smart play from Creator. Leaving some Stalkers up, tons of Lings. Yes?
Question for you, because I don't actually know, with how often it's been changed, are Disruptors still forcibly detonated on the first target they hit?
It's okay, so what it is there's a big circle, and then there's a really small circle underneath, and if it hits the middle circle, yeah, it still detonates. Okay. It still detonates. But it's gotten a little smaller. It's not as... sometimes it seems like it should hit, and it doesn't hit. I don't know. But it's a pretty small circle. I'm
just wondering how the, I'm going to use air quotes here, counterplay for this could be, with like maybe you run some Zerglings in to eat the shots instead of the Lurkers.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, no, definitely will happen. And that's why with the amount of Lings that's out, it's going to be really hard for Creator.
They're nowhere near the Disruptors because they're all in that third base, but Creator's got some really good SimCity, and he can't get us around on these Stalkers. This is so uncomfortable to watch.
And the push coming in, he shot off 2 Disruptor shots, good force fields. Solar looks like it's his time to attack, knowing that the Disruptors are on cooldown. It's just pure Stalker left versus a lot of Lurkers.
Where's the detection?
Big Disruptor shot, 2 decent shots, but now he's out of shots. He can't really recall because he's going to lose so much. Disruptor shot saving him. Nice micro here from Creator, but now the Lings are flooding in. And I'm not sure Creator can hold on.
Yeah, the problem is, though, the Lings that flooded in over here, though, fell flat. He didn't actually kill that much at that third base.
Nice Disruptor shots.
The Lurkers are advancing, but they can't get there. They just can't get there.
Oh. Stalker's winning the fight on the left-hand side, but now the Warp Prism has fallen. Really good control from Creator, making a lot out of a very difficult situation. A lot of Lings, a lot of hectic things going on, and he made some really nice control there. Really impressed by his play here tonight. Oh! Disruptor killing some of his own Stalkers. I've seen that before too many times. And now the Lings, on top of the Disruptors. I jinxed him. He was playing well, and then I spoke highly of him. This one's on me.
Welcome to not just casting, but caster cursing. It's a part of the job.
Hey, wouldn't be here without it. No doubt about it.
Actually, I keep forgetting we're not casters, we're field reporters, guys. So forget what I just said.
don't listen to him. Only listen to me. Did you hear how correct I was right there?
You were. I actually, a bad observer moment was checking for his detection when he hit his own stalker, so I did miss that. But ultimately, I think whether he hit the stalkers or not. Well, I was going to say, whether he hit them or not, Solar was still actually starting to push him back. So there's a lot of really good stuff going there for Solar. And I don't know, Creator... He's so close. He's so close to having what he needs, right? Like, Charge Lot's on the way. Templar Archives is on deck, but it's not here.
Yeah, I don't know. 8 Stalkers, 7 Zealots versus 13 Lurkers.
No more.
I have seen this story one too many times.
Yo,
What have you seen?
I've seen this story play out where it looks doable too, because they managed to hold on for another 10 minutes, but still then ultimately end up dying. Like,
oh god, the
Cronus
Lurkers
is tough to kill, but the Lurkers on top of everything.
Oh, not like this. Creator looking for Solar to lag out and then accept the loss does not happen.
GG.
It's 2-0'd by Solar. Good play by Solar. A lot of different types of things. Good hold. Roaches handling the adept pressure from Creator. I don't know if he knew Creator's style or what, but he seemed ready for that adept pressure, and it put him in a good spot. But Creator made a lot of good moves, put himself in a spot where he almost had a chance to win. He went Disruptors as tribute to me, I hear. And just didn't pan out.
I love it.
Pan out.
Well, guys, we're getting into a TVZ, so the first non-Protoss match of the day. It's Solar versus, excuse me, no, it's Snoot versus Soul. All these S-named players. And it's going to be on Europe, so we have to swap servers. We have to meet up with the players. So we're going to play a commercial break while we do all of this good jazz. But big thank you, guys. We had a lot of Prime subs coming to the game. Waluigi, Piet Galmart, and then Ubu Pair. Thank you guys all for your Prime subs. And then F7 Super Zero came in for 37 months. No big deal. Says thanks for 3 years of StarCraft 2. Keeping this game alive. Fuck yeah, dude.
The hero. Well done. Appreciate the support.
But okay, we got to meet up with the players, like I said. So we'll see you guys in 2 minutes. We'll be back in 2 minutes while we get this lobby sorted.